African brothers and sisters, peace in Pan-Africanism. It's exactly 9 o'clock. I said 9 o'clock will be meeting, the family meeting. The king said so, family meeting. It's very important that we get to a place where we normalize dialogues in South Africa. We normalize dialogues that unite us as Africans. We normalize speaking the truth. We normalize speaking to each other, because I was in a family meeting. And I said to the elders that we're fighting for many years, many years, people hating each other in the family. And we had a family, good evening. I said 9 o'clock family meeting, guys. Sabangena. So in that family meeting, do not forget to click the like button as you guys are joining in. It's your Pan-Africanist channel. We are going to be discussing today African politics, more specifically the South African politics, and what it means for us Africans to be fighting each other. I want to correct something. When we Africans are fighting each other, it should never be to kill each other. It should be to correct the wrongs. Click the like button if you agree. Thank you so much. And please leave your name on the comment section and tell me where you guys are watching me from. Unless if you are Abotolis, I know them, they are family here. So when the elders spoke, when I mean elders, I'm speaking about really old people in my family, and they were speaking. Everyone was just taking out what was in their hearts and how disappointed they are with the other family member and all of that. And that thing has spilled into our generation, like the grandchildren. Now you hate that family because their father told your father, or their grandmother did this to your grandmother. So we were sitting in the dining room and discussing the issues, and you could see the tensions. They were starting to build up, and I had to stand up and call my elders to order, which is something that I never do. I keep quiet when I'm around elders, because I believe that it is time for us young people to listen. But in this scenario where it was a family fighting and arguments and all of that, I said, one thing I love about my family, especially my mother's side, one thing I love about my family is that nobody keeps quiet. I told them, all of you are voicing out your concerns. And as children, we are watching you elders. I think there's something positive that we can take from you. Don't forget to click the like button, guys. It spreads the live feed. We children can take that away, because in a friendship, in a relationship. Thank you, Samuel, for joining. Thank you so much. JJ, welcome. Ngosnati, welcome. Welcome, my brother. We children can take away that, because in any relationship you have in life, once communication is cut, then fixing that relationship is almost impossible. As long as your family member, your friend, your colleague is still speaking and voicing out why they don't like what you did, you still have a chance to communicate. I mean, to resolve the problem, because of the communication is there. Communication is the first step of resolving any problem. Once you and your spouse don't talk to each other anymore, forget about fixing that. Is it Maina Motors? Mandla from Jimiston. Okay. Thank you so much. Are you selling cars, Mandla? You need to sell us cars, man. I need to get into this Uber business and start generating. Greetings so much appreciated, my brother. Good evening, Boom Africa. Thank you so much for joining us. Hey, someone is watching from Nkandla. Are you serious? Who's this? Uteles. You're watching us from Nkandla. You. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. You see Jacob Zuma all the time. Or you guys never see him. Nkandla has lost their local, what you call, local elections to Nkandla. ANC has lost their local elections, local ward. Let me say the ward of Nkandla where Jacob Zuma stays has always been after working under the IFP. The ANC did rule it one time, but the IFP took over. I wonder what's going on. Tulane, welcome, my brother. Always here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good evening, Ndlovu. Thank you for tuning in. Guys, I want to speak about us Africans fighting each other and how we should fight each other. I say, as a Pan-Africanist person or a Pan-Africanist people, we should fight each other for the aim to correct and not for the aim to kill. You understand what I'm saying? The aim to correct and not the chosen one. Welcome, my brother. The aim to correct and not the aim to kill. One Putelezi from Nkandla is currently chilling in the fire pool. Mobi, where Putelezi is currently chilling in the fire pool. Yeah, that fire pool costs 4 million. That fire pool called 4 million. Martin, leadership with you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it so much. So I am saying, yes, the Nkandla issue is just, it's just crazy. I am saying, guys, don't be shocked that I'm not wearing the 10,000 subscribers anymore. We are officially at 11,000. You guys made me wear that t-shirt for only one week, literally 7 days. But we are happy with the progress. Ubongi, so watching you from Gupi, Mpangeni. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah. Guys. So we as Africans, when we're fighting each other, let me rather put it straight, when we are fighting the ANC and fighting other political parties, we must remember where we come from and where we have in mind where we are going. It shouldn't be that we are fighting to kill our fellow African brothers. And by kill, I don't mean physically, I mean by canceling. I mean, you know the cancel culture. So what Fikile Mbalula have done, I expect that there would be ANC leaders with integrities. The video that I'm going to drop next, you guys going to get it tomorrow, 7 o'clock, because, hey, editing. I can't wait where my channel is at a level where I employ an editor. Because my editing skills are poor, you know. I can't wait to employ someone or 2-3 people in the on my channel. I can't wait. Hi King, well done, bro. Keep on the good work. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, guys. Happy New Year to everyone. It's the 7th, the 8th today. Yeah, we can still say Happy New Year until the 15th. Until our poor, our 15. People will get paid on the 15th. Ayekho nje hlupheka njengabantu abathola imali abahola nge-15. Ngiyakutshela. So thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. I love you guys also. Now I'm losing my thought again. So when we fight our fellow African brothers, it must be for correction. I was expecting that there would be ANC leaders with integrity that will come out. And it's difficult to do what I'm going to suggest that they must do. You'll get it on the next video. To come out and say, you know what, even if they don't say it's true what Fikile Mbalula said, they can say there's an element of truth on what Fikile Mbalula have said. We have the as the African National Congress, has let our people down. Now, how our people is going to vote on the polls is up to them. We are asking for our people that we want to correct our wrongs. Give us another chance. We are pleading with you. And in pleading with you, to show you that we are serious, Fikile Mbalula, we're going to suspend him. We're going to suspend. The problem is with that, we have to go back to 2015 and suspend everyone that voted against that motion of no confidence against Jacob Zuma. But you can do that, because in the video that you guys will be getting tomorrow morning, I said the ANC Youth League needs to stand up, because they are the future of the ANC. And if they don't fix themselves, if they don't right this wrong right now, and wait for Fikile Mbalula to go, Gwede Mantashe to go, Pravin Gordhan to go, Cyril Ramaphosa to go, and then they try to fix it, it will be too late. It will be too late. Nobody will believe about Colin Malachi and his weak team. That whole youth league is weak. But if they stood up with integrity today and say, listen, we as the youth league are taking charge of the ANC. We are telling South Africans, it's fine if you don't vote for us, but we don't want Fikile Mbalula anymore. We don't want Gwede Mantashe anymore. We don't want, what's his name, Pravin anymore. And Cyril Ramaphosa, you are stepping down. We have failed our people. Integrity. Integrity. It's just like going to a school and your child was in a fight and whatever, and you get there, you listen to the story, and you can hear that your child is the one who is in the wrong. Then you go, you tell the principal, this boy is wrong, we need to punish this boy. Why? Because in the punishment we correct. But if we don't correct these people, we are, oh my goodness, South Africa, where we are going is far. What is your opinion on Clever Blacks, and how can we debate with them on Pan-Africanism? It's difficult to debate Pan-Africanism with my African brothers and sisters. It's a lifelong commitment that you must have, that I have. Understand? Africans, we say, Kagiso, good evening leadership. Listen to how tribalized we were made in our mind to think that an African language cannot be spoken throughout the whole of Africa, but an European language can be spoken throughout the whole of Africa. There's something wrong with us. There's something wrong with us. You know, and you find the level of hate. AmaZulu, Abiza, AmaTsonga, AmaShangani. So Shangani was a Zulu person, in fact, related to Shaka Zulu. Correct me if I'm right or wrong on the comment section, because I'm Tsonga, I know. Who fought with Shaka Zulu and then ran away, apparently. That's the story we've been told, that he ran away to Mozambique. Mozambique people speak Sitsonga. Then went and that's how the descendant came. But he left his children there in KwaZulu Natal. Shangaan people are descendant of the Zulus. And by Shangaan I mean So Shangani, a person, a man. Do your history. Yeah, all of them, they're Ngunis. All of them, they're Ngunis. But I'm not there. The youth league need to take a big stance to correct the ANC going forward. And when you are, I'm going to answer your question, Manje. I'm just addressing this thing. When you are fighting this Pan-Africanist, trying to educate people about, like, Africans don't care anymore. The system has worked in terms of divide and conquer. So once I start getting a beautiful house, a beautiful job, a beautiful whatever, car, I'm now sorted. I'm no longer worried about apartheid and the effect of apartheid. I don't care who feels it. You understand? That is the mindset that the colonizers have injected in us. So fighting the Pan-Africanist war, remember, you are not fighting a 2-year or a 30-year problem. You're fighting years on years and years, 300, 400, 500 years before the Africans started losing power, because Africans, I told you guys, were ruling the whole of Africa. Whether it's the black Indians in America, whether it's the black Chinese, the black Japanese, the black Russians, the black Germans, everywhere in the world where you go and you dig in their history, you find a black person there. How we managed to relinquish all of this power, it puzzles me till today. How these, what you call them, these Arabs managed to take over Egypt from the original people. It's like when you watch TV of Egypt, news of Egypt, soccer team of Egypt, athletics team of Egypt, you're like, where are the black people? So when you are a Pan-Africanist and you are fighting, trying to educate your friends or your family or whoever you are in a debate, remember, you are not just fighting that person, but you are fighting years and years of colonization. You understand? So when they say Zimbabweans are foreigners, then you ask, but who gave the Dutch people citizenship in Africa? You ask them that question, but tell me who gave Dutch people citizenship. No, you are talking about a thing that happened long time ago. We are talking about izinto zamanje. Ama Zimbabweans, they are whatever. Crime issue. So for me, it's like, hey, Buffett, I'm a young person. I'm in my mid-30s, guys. I don't know if you guys know. I will never act like the old righteous, all-knowing person. I don't know everything. I'm just a young man who is very passionate. But I understand also that men my age, Thomas Sankara, changed their country. At my age, many men stood up and changed the country. So that's what we are attempting to do. But I don't for 1 second pretend that I'm the all-knowing. The only way Clever Blacks will listen is if you host a Pan-Africanist conference in a village. Yeah, you're right. Eh? Yeah, right. You're right. How many people are going to come? But we know our people, what we can do. We just do a meal and bring. Well, that's why I'm not even worried about you guys anymore. I'm worried about the next generation. If our generation is so ignorant, what about the next generation? That's why I want us together to build a Pan-African school here in South Africa and in Africa. I wanted to have branches around Africa. We need to build a Pan-African school. Guys, don't forget to click the like button. You understand? So it's crazy. It's crazy how ignorant our people is. And if none of us are going to educate the coming generation, it is us who say, yo, I'm a 2000, they are so worse. I'm a 2000 are the children of us, I'm a 80s. Us, I'm a 80s and I'm a 70s. Those are our children. And some of you in the 90s were already having children in your 2000. Yo, in fast. Welcome, my brother. I'm here. Thank you so much, big family. Thank you so much. So for me, we have to build that school. We have to have political parties that are advocating for Black excellent schools. And once a correct political party will come, there won't be any need for what you call, the National Health Bill, where government says it wants to subsidize people to go to private hospitals and they will pay. No, there's no need. There's only one rule that you need to do to fix the health problem and the education problem in South Africa. What is that rule? Every member in parliament, their children must go to a public school. You will see how public schools will improve overnight. Every member of parliament must go to a public hospital. You will see how public hospitals will improve overnight. The problem is these people, they don't go to the public hospitals. I almost died. My wife almost died at Kimberley Hospital. It is now named Robert Subuku. Unfortunately, Robert Subuku died in that hospital when he was beaten up by the police. He died in that hospital. Understand? So, hey, it's difficult to do this Pan-Africanist thing. If I was doing gossip and whatever, and Christians tutorials, music tutorials, there's so many other things that I am good at that I can do. But we chose this cause because this is the most important cause. Everything else does not matter. Does not matter who can sing the loudest, who can dance the best, who has the best what, when we are not in control of our economy. It does not matter. The concept of Pan-Africanism has its roots Africa on diaspora, particularly the Caribbean, yes, and the North Africa. When it comes to one language, which one language should we adopt and able to be used to unite? When I say I get this question of the language question every day, I'm not exaggerating. There is someone on the comment section that is commenting. You can just check my comments. Someone somewhere, and white people are also on my comments. Yo, I love it that white people are watching my channel. Yo, I hope they are here on the live. We are white people. Let me tell you something. Be happy that Africans want equality and not revenge. Give over this land. Give it over before a revelation comes that is crazy, that people are going to die unnecessary. Have a heart. But have a heart. I say, with the one Africa, one language, and in particular, which language must we select? I say, get professors who have studied language. What do they call them? Linguists. Get them to sit. There's 54 countries in Africa. So get about, you're not going to find so many linguists. Get about 20 of them to sit and have, give them a time period of 3 years to say, guys, study African languages and break them down to final 5. Understand? They will sit, they'll have a conference, they will debate which languages are more advanced than the other languages. They will sit down and educate the public that why Zulu is better than Xhosa, why Xhosa is better than Zulu, why Kiswahili this, why many people speak that, why this language has got more alphabets, this language has got more terms and all of that. They will sit down and discuss that. That's how you solve this problem of one language. At the end, they must come out with 3 languages, 3 African languages. They must come out with 3 African languages. There must be one language that they will select finally to say, this is the language we advocate for, and these other 2 can be like regional. Understand? Let's say maybe they agree that in the west and the north of Africa, this language will be better, and in the central and southern Africa, this language will be better, and then they will select from there. That's how I would do it. Understand? But how is that going to happen when we are not united? It has to be Swahili. It has to be Swahili. I told you guys, Swahili has got, it's a deep language that has got terms like Like if someone asks you what is a nucleus in your language, what is a solar system, what is a like languages that are advanced, and Zulu is one of those languages. I would not be angry if they select Zulu. I won't be angry, but a language that is very advanced will be good. I'm rooting for Swahili. I'm rooting for Swahili. That's what I advocate for. King, when can we have a program for entrepreneurship and disheartening? It's disheartening just listening to Metro. Our brothers, I have a tough time with Vodacom. 24 years down the line, fighting to be played. Okay, let me read that again. You guys will excuse me. King, when can we have a program for entrepreneurs? It's disheartening just listening to Metro, our brother. Okay, I don't know what you're saying there. I have a tough time with Vodacom. 24 years down the line, fighting to be paid. 24 years down the line, fighting to be paid for Vodacom. For what? Paul, what is ANC? ANC. Oh, because you are ANC, I want. What is Vodacom owing you money for? Tell us. Jabulani, when we know why you are voting for Venda. We know why you are voting for Venda. You are loyal to your queen. We know. Yeah, I don't care what language it is, as long as it goes through the processes and they select rightfully, and these professors, they come and they say, listen, this is the language, being it Swahili and whatever they call it. And then watching from Swaziland, I love you so much. Swaziland, you guys are voted in the top 3 of the most beautiful women in Africa. You, Rwanda, and Ethiopia are in the top 3. Yeah, you guys, Swaziland, a small country as you are better than South Africans. Hi, Basha Bantwana, abafati base Swaziland, you. Batanda Tobo. Anyways, before I lose track of what we are discussing here, it doesn't matter what language it is, as long as Africans will receive that language and put it in their school system. And remember, you don't have to do it throughout through high school. It can be standard in grade 1 to grade 7, and going forward, it can be optional. When grade 8, you can choose to learn that language or not. But you know, the children's mind, if they can learn that language from grade 1 to grade 7, they will automatically know that language. In that manner, when we speak as Africans, we can speak in a unified language. And we can have news in this one language. I can watch Kenyan news without needing a translator. I can watch news in Ghana without needing a translator. I can watch news in Senegal. And by the way, I don't like what it's happening in Senegal. In Senegal, there is a young man by the name of Sonko who is in the presidential race. They are having their elections on the 25th of February. And this young man was arrested 2 years ago with, they first accused him for rape, and then the rape charges were dropped. Not dropped, he was acquitted from them. And then they said he influenced the youth wrongly and was given a 2-year imprisonment sentence. So now he's supposed to be out with parole, and they are not taking him out. He's like their Julius Malema. Sonko is like their Julius Malema. He's a young man, a younger, in fact, than Julius Malema, and he's pushing the political world that side. But they are keeping him in prison because they don't want him to win those elections, because clearly the people, they love him. When he went to prison, a riot the size of the one of Jacob Zuma when Jacob Zuma was being arrested, you saw how many people came out. The same thing happened, and every time he goes to court, the people, they fight for him. So let's keep our African brothers and sisters in our prayers. So that, because I'm telling you, someone said, King, you're losing cause. You are now no longer speaking about Pan-Africanism. You're speaking about politics a lot. Politics are Pan-Africanism. How can we change anything if we don't change the politics, if we are not in charge of the politics, if we don't influence the politics? That's why the greatest Pan-Africanists were politicians. Malcolm X, whoever, you can name them politicians, because they need you. If you don't impact the laws of the country, nothing will change. I don't want to miss anyone's comment. He is PCM. What does PCM mean, when a JJ? No, they have been fixing. I don't know what you guys are speaking about. You guys are chatting alone here in the comment section. Mobi says Paul is talking about the famous Vodacom case. Is that case 24 years old? Is that case 24 years old? It can't be 24 years old. 24 years? No, that case cannot be 24 years old. Ujabulani is saying the glow when you speak about Africans, queens. Hayi wena Ujabulani, awungiyeke tu, awungiyeke, bahle labantu, ngenzeni mina, ngenzeni, bahle labantu. Utulana says, I think he is referring to the police call case. Okay. Ephraim Issa, my daughter's name is Issa. Sound, please, King, from Malawi. I'm sure you're using earphones, Ephraim. Please check your earphones. The sound is fine. Thank you so much. Sound is fine. Sometimes when you use earphones, I don't know what's. I've had it in cases in Zoom meetings and all that. Earphones, one will not work. When you're using especially scrap earphones like I'm using, those things will disappoint. Creating a Creole language like with a mixture of French, Portuguese, English, Swahili, Warebo will be quicker. Like Africans, who's this? Mandile Mota, beautiful name. Yeah, this is the problem that we Africans have. We are saying, let's select one African language. One of our African brothers and sisters, and it's not an attack to you personally. The colonized mind says, but let's mix French, Portuguese, and English. How can we mix with the languages that the people colonized us with? This is the problem that we Africans have. And again, this is not an attack personally to you, but it is the colonized mind that thinks like this. Let's mix with French. We don't even need to mix with African languages. Select one. English is one language. I'm speaking English. All of you are understanding me. When you learn Kiswahili at school level, you will learn. It's not about us. It's not about me and you. Me and you are old now. It is about our children who are coming after us. What are they going to do? Who is going to teach them? What are they going to stand for? Every generation in Africa has got a political agenda, a political mandate to fulfill. Thabo Mbeki, Nelson Mandela, or Tambo, Chris Hani, may his soul rest in peace, Jay Slovo, all the other people, they fulfilled their political mandate in their particular time when they are alive. When we die, me and you, what are we going to say we did in Africa for our coming generation? All we are known for is drinking and clubbing. All we are known for is partying and keeping to ourselves. Everyone is selfish. How are we going to awaken the next generation when we ourselves are not liberated from the colonized mind? We cannot choose anything that has to do with Europe to be spoken in Africa. I'm sick to my stomach with this English language. Because when I speak, I can see that meeting. Who's that great colonizer that was sent by the Portuguese? Diaz and Napol, or whatever his name is. I'm just forgetting his name. They had a meeting before coming to Africa. Before bringing the physical Bible, before bringing the Quran, they said, we're going to colonize these people and we're going to take their languages away from them. We're going to give them our language and we're going to make sure they speak that language with pride. What did they do? They started whipping us, giving us English and Afrikaans names, Dutch names, Portuguese names, French names, Spanish names, whatever names. They gave us those names. So why should we? You guys don't know how sick I am of this English language. Because we have even used the English language as a measure of intelligence. We as Africans. When I started this channel, people were correcting my English grammar, spellings, and whatever on the comment section, laughing. And I was like, oh my God, my fellow Africans, when are we going to wake up? When are we going to wake up? How many of us can read and write in our own African language? How many of us can truly say that? Why is it that the ANC government did not take out Afrikaans out of schools when in 1976, African children were killed for trying to stand up against the Afrikaans language? My child is struggling with Afrikaans at school. My wife does not know Afrikaans. She's lucky because she did Tswana as first language and English as secondary language. So my wife does not know Afrikaans. Unfortunately for me, I grew up in African schools, all 10 of them. I was in 10 different schools. Naughty boy I was, by the way. So it cannot be that we Africans, our generation, what is it that we're going to give to the next generation? Are we going to give them Grammy awards and party awards? Or what is it that we're going to give to our children? What legacy are we going to leave behind? Don't get me started, ladies and gentlemen, please. I strongly believe in the Pan-African idea. One Africa, one military, and one currency. Don't forget the one language. It's important to win back the language. It's important to win back once Africa has got it. How can you call a country like the DRC a poor country? The way the Americans are describing the DRC, but their companies are still looting the minerals of that country. Billions of rands of minerals going out of the DRC, but the DRC people are hungry every day. You have no idea how much our minerals are worth. Trillions of rands is being looted out of Africa every year. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not fighting this cause. The white people, they got us by the balls, man. Because we have spineless politicians. And that is why I say the African National Congress cannot, with this current leadership, cannot fight the fight of black people in South Africa. Because the African National Congress have got too many ties with white monopoly. Let's be honest, man. Let's be honest. We love you, bruh. Monati, pa. Evening, my brother. Hi, Pumezo. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Don't forget to like. Thank you so much, King. You are going places, bro. You're an advocate. I failed law. I'm not an advocate of anything. I failed law. I wanted to do law late in my late in my life. I think I was 32 or something like that, and I was like, man, let me go and study law. So I registered, and my boss was giving me hell at work. I could not get off for study and all of that, and I ended up failing my first semester, and I gave up. Probably should do it again, because people, when they see me, they think I'm a lawyer. It's because I've got a big mouth. That's why they think I'm a lawyer. Following from London, keep up the great work, in fact. Yeah, I want to hear say London, Buffett. Or is it East London? Because even we don't even know which London it is. And I would think that someone is in the UK. Kantu khona la ekhaya. I'm following you from London. Which London? Which London? I'll see Zelap. Dondolo. Where? Which London? East London. That's the problem. They have renamed our cities. How many people actually use the word Tshwane instead of Pretoria? We are still calling Pretoria Tshwane Pretoria. It's difficult to change the mind. It's so difficult to change the mind. We are still calling East London Gqeberha. I mean, Gqeberha East London. It's difficult to change the mind. It's going to take 30 years for people to finally call East London Gqeberha. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to start now. I said we just have to be the seed that dies on the ground for the coming generation. Let's leave something. The last great politicians, they have died off. It's only civil movement, black activists like you and I that are going to change the political landscape going forward. The politicians have failed us. My African brothers and sisters, in terms of language, let's adopt Kiswahili. If you want to adopt Kiswahili, go on my playlist and you will see I've taught, I think, 6 classes of Kiswahili, how to introduce yourself, how to do basic conversations with Kiswahili. And nobody taught me Swahili. I know Swahili people, but nobody taught me Swahili. I learned Swahili from YouTube. Everything I do, I learn from YouTube. That's why I think I'm not going to pursue the law thing, because everything, there are law courses on YouTube. Everything, there are law classes that you can attend on YouTube. Hi, my African brothers and sisters. What is your name? Tamzela from Joburg Cosmos City. I just like the way you love African people. And when I get statements like that, I'm asking myself, why is it that a person that loves African people like Julius Malema stands out? Why is that not normal? Have you ever asked yourself that? Why is it not normal that we Africans must have love for one another? These are the things that we must fix. I hate self-praise. I hate that nonsense of like I said, I will continue. I'm a young man. I'm in my mid-30s, people. I don't know. Do I look like I'm in my mid-30s? What age do I look? I'm quite curious, because the glasses and the small beard might fool some of you. I'm a young man. I'm a young man. By the way, I'm celebrating 10 years of marriage. That is a big accomplishment for me, of a healthy marriage, if I might add, from my side anyway. So I don't want this thing of you guys putting me on some type of pedestal. Understand? If you want to help the channel, share the videos. Some of you don't have money to join as members of the YouTube channel. Is 20 rand, by the way. Share the videos. Let's spread the word. Let's spread the word of Pan-Africanism amongst our African brothers and sisters. You will see from tomorrow, I did a new intro for you guys for the channel. You will see my social media handles there. But all of them are King Said So. So anywhere you want, just search King Said So, whether you're on Twitter or on YouTube, or obviously on YouTube, on Instagram and Facebook. I'm going to create the King Said So YouTube page. I'm Kagiso King Hlongwane on Facebook, but I'm going to create a Facebook page titled King Said So for all of us, so that we can find ourselves easy. Ne? Kima inspiring group of economics meeting here in Gauteng Township. I'm praying to my ancestors that we can implement those resolutions. Teach the young people. Teach the young people. Equip the youth to teach the young people. Equip the youth to teach the young people. Young people at heart. Equip us, the youth. Equip us, the youth. And let's not forget that we are not going to get money out of this Pan-Africanism movement. Let's do it for the sake of planting the seed for the next generation, so that one day when a tsotsi comes and they pull a gun to your face, God forbid, or you are involved in an accident, or you are lying in a sick bed and you are taking your last breath, you will take it with harmony and with a clean spirit. You say, I'm dying today. It's okay. I have done something for my country. I hope what I have done will outlive me. That is my prayer. Oh, that is my prayer every day. Should I die today, what are people going to say about me? Moreover, what is it that I have left behind that will outlive me, my children? You understand? What is it that they're going to have that shows them that their father stood for this? Because remember, you stand for nothing, you fall for everything, Africans. Stand for nothing, you fall for Africans, for anything. How can we really behind the EFF president in Namibia for the release, or what? The release, what can we? No. We done the first state of government for this release. No, the release I'm talking about is the release of Sonko. Sonko is in Senegal. He is the one that is in prison, and he's guilty for wrongfully influencing the youth. That's the crime that he created. The only thing me and you can do is just make awareness on Facebook and on social media and speak about it like this. Understand? Because once we don't carry any political power, how can we have a political influence? But the ground force, the people in the community can be gathered and influence the politicians, just like they are doing. I think they are doing a good job. The elections is 25 February in Senegal, and I think they are doing well in fighting this corrupt government on releasing the young man Sonko. Thank you so much for that. The goodness of Kiswahili is that it is not a particular tribe language. It's over 14 African countries. Swahili is their official language. Not only that, it's advanced. Thank you for that. It's more advanced than other African languages, older than most African languages. And like you said, it's already been spoken by so many African countries. So it will be easy for us to adopt, especially us that know the Nguni languages. It is Nguni, and Swahili is a Nguni language. So it's going to be easy. So Paul says killing our identity gradually by name and language. The people with no language, the people who don't know their names are dead. That's us. That's us Africans. We don't know we don't, like in South, I stay in Northern Cape. My goodness, there's only few cities and places that have got African names. Is Kuruman. Look how I'm thinking to think about a place in Northern Cape, the whole province that has a African name. Kuruman. You guys don't have the same problem like in Mpumalanga and whatever. There is white names, Afrikaans names, but there is a lot of African names. For example, where I come from in Mpumalanga, we've got KwaMhlanga, KwaGafontein, Siabuswa, Nteti, Machirini, and this is just in KwaNdebele, Matempule, Marapiane, Loding and all of that stuff. I wonder where are my Mpumalanga people. Love you so much, Mpumalanga people. Preach King. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to play around. And Utondolo says London in UK, fam. Listen, they're in the UK. When you meet, because there you're gonna meet African brothers that are not from South Africa. I'm assuming because of your name, you are from South Africa. Show love. Show love. Tell them, do you know King? Follow King on YouTube. This is my brother King. Like, claim me, man. This is if you're older than me, say in Tonayam King in Tonayam. It's my young brother. Let's spread love. Let's follow Pan-Africanist channels and let's educate ourselves on this Pan-Africanism thing. It's going to take years. God willingly, I will be alive for a long time, and hopefully the impact will be there. The impact will be there. The impact will. I'm praying, guys. I'm praying with you, God. Let me not die before launching the Pan-Africanist school in South Africa. Please let me not die before my time, because obviously that will be my before my time, because everyone in my family is living up. My elders are living up to 80 years. Those who are not shot, like my cousin was shot now this December. Piri, always following you, my brother. Streaming from Diepsloot, Station 1. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate Timothy Piri. Bonjour. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it. Relax, King. The problem, you are debating alone. I'm debating alone, Muto. What are you saying? Oh, you're saying with the thing. So Zital has managed to unite South Africans than each of the 12 languages. Yeah, I would not say Tsotsital. I would say township lingo. By Tsotsital, I think you mean by the mixture of the languages. I'm saying it's fine, but let's not mix with English, Portuguese, whatever. Let's mix our own languages so that each one can learn a word, a phrase from each other other's language. I'm not debating. I'm debating with you guys. I'm reading the comments and I'm replying. Imagine Kenny Kunene painting and running to chase after Africans, brothers, stabbing the boats. Yeah, I've made a video about this. It's very disappointing. It's very black hatred. It's big. It's like, let me leave the people that have colonized us for years. Let me leave the people that have killed our ancestors. Let me leave the people that have changed our names. Let me leave the people that have stolen our minerals. Let me go against the weak, poor Zimbabweans. Yeah, they are the big problems. Zimbabweans are the main problem to South African problems. Yeah? Just imagine that mindset. Zimbabweans are the ones who are stealing our jobs. Zimbabweans are the ones who are manipulating our currency. Zimbabweans are the ones who have stolen our farms. Zimbabweans are the ones who have stolen our language, our heritage. Zimbabweans are the ones. Let's beat the Zimbabweans up, man. And when I say this as a Pan-Africanist, then the follow-up question is, why are you promoting illegal? I'm not saying anyone must do any illegal activity in the country. I don't care how you got into my country, because my country is your country. My country is your country. Where I get to Namibia, that's my land. I'm an African. As long as I'm not stealing from the Namibians, as long as I'm not killing the Namibians, I'm doing business, I'm improving the economy, I'm doing whatever it costs to feed my family. As long as it's not illegal, what I'm doing in Namibia, Namibians should not have a problem with me. And the same goes with South Africans. Our police system is weak. That's why we're having this problem. You understand what I'm saying? So Kenny Kunene, like I said, when we fight our own African brothers, we don't fight the same way as we are fighting the colonizers. We don't fight to kill, but we fight to correct. Hopefully, he will hear the voice of reason one day in his life. What they did it's wrong. It's wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Can we ask Mr. and Mrs. Ndondola to bring us our diamonds from the Queen? I'm the one who's supposed to be angry about that, because I stay in Kimberley. The diamonds that were digged in the big hole are sitting in the crown of that old witch. Oh, she's dead now, ne? She died, eh? Did she die? Yeah, she died. She died. I think King whatever, William whatever he is, he's the one that well, that British monarch is losing power year by year. But the white people are going to continue to try and keep it there. Here's an interesting fact that you might not know. The British Crown owns the copyright of the Bible. Go and research. The British Crown owns the copyright of the Bible. They are the ones that made the payment for King James to put the books together, put the scripts, the African scripts, alter where he needs to alter, and put the books together. King James was not a Christian. Like I said, we need to find people who are well studied in languages to translate our languages and choose which language is the best. I just dropped a bomb on you guys. I know it's going to go over your head, but it's fine. Let me leave it there. But Ndondolo, please, we need you tell that the British people that we need our diamonds back. Sasfuna. When are we going to have an African king, an African politician, because when we are united as African and one Africa, one president, people think that a king, how can there be one president in Africa? There are 52 countries. No, 52 countries, you remain, the president's title will just change from regional head or head of region or whatever. He will not have the title of president. That title will be left for the guy that is going to be chosen by African presidents. The African president, we take them to the 10, like the whole African presidents, 54 of them, select 10. And from the 10, they select the one. And that one president can stand up to British and say, we are no longer going to export anything to the British country until you guys give us our diamonds back and everything that you stole that is lying in your museums in Italy, in Germany, in England, anything that is stolen from our African people, our African heritage, we want it back. Only an African president can do that, who speaks on behalf of Africa. But as long as we have 54 presidents, the British, the UK, the Americans can influence other African countries against against each other. The same way they set up a military camp here in Zambia. They are ready to take over Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is not going to have their land back, their economy back, as long as the SADC countries does not support Zimbabwe. As long as we don't support the release of the sanctions on Zimbabwe, our problems will continue. Our problems, in inverted commas, will continue with our African brothers from Zimbabwe. So, yeah, vele injalo. Tondolo manje so pala ngesiZulu manje yabona seyasihlupha manje mina ngitry ukufunda yonke lento uyibhalela. Uthini? uDondolo uthi vele intwana yami intwana yami ungesabi King silaziwa ingama lakho nanga pesheya. Okay, salizwa negama lakho ngaphesheya. I'm trying to read Zulu. I'm not Zulu, so but I think I understand what you're saying. Vele ngintwana yakho 100% ngiyavuma. Wow, you dropping bombs about the Bible, King. Do you know about Constantine and what? I don't know anything about that. Constantine and the communical college. The color of these words and things is just disturbing me. No, tell us about that. I'm not. I hope YouTube. Actually, I can add a panel of people on YouTube, so that when we speak, there's like 4 of us or whatever speaking. I think from next time we do a live, we should start doing that, so that I can learn also from you guys, because some of you are just too clever for my liking. You guys just so knowledgeable about so many different things that can advance us as Africans. I have a South African worker, and they agreed to work in Zim. This year, I am opening a business in Zimbabwe for all my workers from different countries in SADC. Yeah, naba bantu banemali Nkosi yami. Yeah, abantu benemali. Yeah, and once you open that in conclusion, guys, we'll discuss this Fikile Mbalula nonsense on a separate video. In conclusion, I don't want my lives to be 2 hours. I need to edit and shoot more videos. Once you start opening a business and employing, like for me in South Africa, if I have tenants. I've got a tenant from Kenya, and I give her special treatment because she's not from South Africa. Because I want her, when she speaks about me and South Africa, she must say, "Oh my God, but my landlord, Give um, the 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 uh, uh, um, the other African brothers who are not from Zimbabwe special, not attention, but like treat them a little bit more special so that them being in Zimbabwe as South Africans, they can enjoy it. There is nothing that is more painful than feeling like a foreigner in an African land. I'm telling you, I saw the fear of our African brothers and sisters. I saw it in their eyes when we had that stupid xenophobic period in South Africa. And I heard them say, we are never going to go back to our country because the situation is worse there. But if you South Africans want to kill us, it's fine, kill us. Yo, it broke my heart. You remember they had a refugee camp in Cape Town and there were planes flying from all over fetching their citizens and all that. But when they said, we are not going back, if you South Africans want to kill, and when they speak about South Africans, they're speaking to us black South Africans, because it is us. You don't see white people discriminating against each other. That you come from German, I come from Dutch, so we are not the same, whatever. No. White people, they are just respectful to each other. They are the ones who are carrying the Ubuntu spirit more than us Africans. That nonsense must stop. That nonsense must stop, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, please release me on the comment section. Release me so I can make the video of the 112 years of the ANC celebration anniversary, and I can make the video of Africa, and I can make the video of the one that I've already made, just edit it. Please, my African brothers and sisters, release me on the comment section, please. I cannot go without my elders releasing me. Cannot exit the meeting without my elders releasing me. We will talk more. Let's meet again on Wednesday, 9 o'clock. Let's meet again Wednesday, 9 o'clock. Do I have your permission to exit the room? Or is there something that is still in your heart that you want to discuss, that you want us to talk about? Please go on the comment section and release your king. Let your king get back to work. We need to work. We need to work very hard. Ubandile se sho ntwana. Yeah, mauti sho ntwana ya bulisa or yang release. Yang release. I love you too. Sidondola, I love you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's pray for each other, guys. Let's pray. Whatever God you believe in, the higher power. And to be safe, just say the God that created the universe, the all-knowing God. In our African language, the God who was, who is, and will always be. Please, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the blessings. Thank you so much, Lucky. Move forward, move ahead. There's a lot of work to be done. My God. I'm aiming for 80,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I think that's a goal that I can achieve, and I'll be very much happy. For those who haven't subscribed yet, what is your problem? You think you are paying money? You think you are paying money or to subscribe? No, you don't pay anything to subscribe. Or you must just subscribe. It's free. Oh. So subscribe. Those who have the financial capabilities, you can join as a member on the channel. I will appreciate that. Those who want to invite the king for guest speaking about Pan-Africanism and motivating the young and waking up the old, I'm very much available for that. I'm very much available for that. You guys have my emails. When you watch my videos, you get my emails. Tulane says, be free. Tulane is releasing me. Thank you so much, guys. I need to be released by 3 more people. 3 more people, then I'm out. Release me, guys, because I can talk the whole day. Don't make me now talk the whole day. Oh. Release other children. Let them work. Let them work. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love, guys. and I feel the unity. 360 experience. My brother, thank you so much for tuning in. You guys can see the 360 experience by my brother Baloyi. Mabasa, sorry. Mabasa. Go on his channel and follow him. He's one of the brothers that I bumped into on YouTube, and we are constantly motivating each other about politics, and we say we're going to meet. I say I'm going to meet a lot of YouTubers, but damn it, we're not getting time. But everything all in God's timing, it will happen. So don't worry, my brother. You are just around the corner here in the Free State, so I know we're going to meet somewhere somehow. Continue doing the great job that you are doing, and continue what I will say to you, my brother Ntate Babas. Advocating for Africans first, my brother. Let's advocate for African love and African unity. And I know you stand for that also, and you are type of neutral and everything. But I love your channel. I watch your channel a lot. So thank you so much for tuning in. It's nice to see another YouTuber who even has more subscribers than you, a bigger following, tuning on the live. I love him so much. Guys, yeah, release me. Samuel, thank you for releasing me. Good night. Ngizoza nalo King. Or uzoza nama-diamond ways. Yeah, uze nama-diamond. Shout out to 360. Yes, guys, feel free to go on his channel and subscribe to him, please. And when you comment, tell him that King sent you. King said so. Tell him, so that we can show that one. Because there's so many content creators, so many different content creators in YouTube. Like, you can start speaking about Pan-Africanism yourself, and your channel will be bigger than mine because of maybe your personality and how you do things. So feel free to venture in this thing of hustling on YouTube. Although it's not much of a hustle, it's more of a serving. We're serving our people, because if we don't, who is going to? So I thank you so much, guys. I've been released by enough people now for me to go. I'll see you guys Wednesday, 9 o'clock sharp. I'm not the ANC. When I say 9 o'clock, you'll find me here. Peace in Pan-Africanism. Don't forget to pray. And after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. I salute you.